Good evening, everyone. My name is Airman First Class Vito Can, and I've been an intelligence analyst for the United States Air Force for just about 2 years now, going on 3. I'm here to tell you that electronic vehicles are simply the way forward for not only us as a country, but for us as a population on this earth, when compared to the gas-guzzling cars that our parents and our grandparents grew up with from the 40s, even to the early thousands. Electronic vehicles, we've simply been more responsible with their batteries. They're cleaner to recycle. They pollute less when used as a daily driver in comparison to a normal car. And their infrastructure is simply cheaper and cleaner to maintain and upkeep when compared to a gas-powered car. Most lithium batteries over the years have ended up in the oceans or in dumps like this or this. And this simply just means at a phase 1 level that these toxic chemicals are getting released back into our water supply. They're getting into our water tables, which means they're getting into the atmosphere, which means they're making it into the food we eat and the air we breathe. However, Tesla declared that they will recycle 100% of the lithium batteries that get sent back to their factories. While this isn't a large step, it's the first step in a series of good steps. The more responsible we are with these toxic chemicals and these heavy metals right now means the less we have to deal with them and the less we have to be concerned with them as we go down the years. This means as a first step, we're already doing leaps and bounds more than we have been over the last several decades to ensure a better and healthier future for you and your kids. Another thing is simply how much smaller of a carbon footprint these vehicles have when compared to a normal gas-powered car. One statistic I pulled from the U.S. Department of Energy's website is that a 2019 Ford Fusion Hybrid SEL runs 25% cleaner and has a 15% higher mile per gallon ratio when compared to a non-hybrid version of the same make and model. When you put that into perspective, you're able to go further with less gas, and you're able to pollute less with the same amount of gas. So it's sort of a no-brainer as to why you would want to at least step foot into the realm of a hybrid, and if you don't want to go into a full electronic vehicle. You're getting more bang for your buck in your gas mileage, they're cheaper to upkeep, and they pollute less. And it's a win-win for everyone, for you, for me, and for your kids. Their carbon footprints when used as a daily driver are simply better for everyone involved. It's cleaner and cheaper to maintain their infrastructure than it is to frack oil, get it shipped all over the world, and then refine it into petroleum or to other useful forms of gasoline. Because with an electronic vehicle, you're able to use solar, you're able to use wind, and you're able to use hydropower. I come from the West Coast where we have dams on almost every body of water, which means the majority of our electricity comes from hydro energy already. Now imagine if we're able to divert some of that and use that to keep our cars on the roadway. Because a Tesla is able to use a family of 4's power for the week to keep itself going for a month. Currently, my electricity bill is $70 a month. And if I'm able to keep my car running for almost 2 months off $77, I, for one, would love that. Especially with how we saw gas prices rising a few years ago. It's just a more stable and a cheaper alternative to how expensive and how fluctuating gas prices get. All in all, it's simply better for the environment. We've been more responsible with the way we maintain and upkeep them, and they pollute less in comparison to a regular car. So it's sort of a no-brainer as to why you would go with an electronic version or at least a hybrid version of the car we drive every day. Because if we're willing to spend $40 on a tank of gas, why are we not willing to spend $40 on a month's worth of gas and to help ensure the future of this planet for our kids and our kids after them? Thank you.